In Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such forms as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
Good morning, Facebook. How's it going? All right, I'm coming to you live this morning for pre-election day updates. Tomorrow is the big day. I am excited. I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited, man. I know as a write-in candidate, we're severe underdogs here, guys, but you know what? I feel really good, man. I feel like we've put in a damn good effort, man. We never stopped campaigning. We never stopped going out. We never stopped talking to the people. I can't reach everybody. I'm only one guy. We've got, it's one of the smaller districts, but it's a big district. So next time, man, I need to get more of you guys involved with me, man. I need more people to come out and help. I know that, money's tight. Economically, it's tight. I get that. But coming out, man, and just, helping me knock on a couple doors. Take a petition, circle it around your inner circles, man, and mail it back to me or send it back to me. I'll come and pick it up. There's ways that everybody can help, even in the minuscule ways. And I'm telling you what, man, some of the smallest things that come with these campaigns are the most important. And, so we're going to see, financial contributions. Financial contributions are a must in campaigns, all right? But I don't believe you need millions of dollars. I think my estimation is if I would have had 10 grand, if I could have raised 10 grand, I believe we could have covered this entire district, and I believe we could have won this thing as a write-in. I believe we could have made history with 10 grand. I really, truly believe that. They say it takes $1 million. I don't believe it. Not when you work. Now, if you want to sit back in your far-off war rooms and just send out political mailers and TV ads and stuff like that, yeah, it's going to cost you $1 million. But if you're not scared to lace up your boots and hit the streets and knock on those doors, it's not going to cost you $1 million, man. Andy, I'm not going to do questions just yet. Okay, so tomorrow is election day. All right. I am here to show you guys. I've got a sample ballot. Yes, I know it's all backwards. When I post the video published later, I believe Facebook flips it all back around. Okay, but I've got a sample ballot. So what's going to happen is, and if you're not registered to vote already, very, very important, tomorrow you get out, take your ID and a piece of mail with your address on it. And listen, even if you're not in, sorry, phone call coming in. Even if you guys aren't in my district, you guys got to still get out there and vote. How are you going to know if you are in my district? Before I get there, take an ID and a piece of mail with you. They can register you to vote on site at the polling places tomorrow. Okay? All you got to do, take a piece of mail with your address on it and an ID. That's all you got to do. Alright, so, how are you going to know if you're in my district? If you don't already know where your district is and all that, I'm not going to get into looking it up. Now, it is something we're going to work on for 2020. We're all going to learn where our districts are, how to find all that. But I'm not going anywhere, guys. In fact, as Illinois Burns is going to be coming up here soon, I'm starting to try to get all the old episodes archived onto YouTube. I've got a buddy who has got a new computer with some editing software, so we're going to try to bring you guys a little bit better production value rather than me sitting in my kitchen with this horrid bright light over here. So how are you going to know if you're in my district tomorrow? Okay? If you walk into the polling place tomorrow, first off, they're going to ask you, do you want a Republican or a Democrat ballot? If you want to vote for Stephen Westerfield, you have to say, I want to poll a Republican ballot. I know for some of my friends that's hard. I know it is. But you guys got to understand something. I am a Republican, but just because I'm a Republican doesn't mean I'm the type of Republican that we see out here now. Because what we have here now is not the party of Lincoln. We've been talking about that. So anyway, you're going to go into your polling place. You're going to ask for a Republican ballot. You're going to pull it out. You're going to go down. Governor, Jeannie Ives, Bruce Rauner. That's a big race. I'm voting for Jeannie Ives. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm voting for Jeannie Ives. We can talk about why. I'm not going to do that here now. I'm voting for Gary Grassa. I'm not going to talk about why. You guys can talk to me about it later. And then, at these points, I don't really know what I'm going to do here. I got Rodney Davis is going to get my vote because he went ahead and he at least responded to me. He sent me a letter back in the mail. That's good. Steve McClure, I don't know. I don't know if he's done anything to earn my vote yet. He has nobody running against him in that race, so he's a shoo-in over there anyway, so I'm probably just going to leave that one blank. Here's where it gets important. For representative in the General Assembly, the 99th Representative District, vote for one. Mike Murphy's name. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here to this. So, you're going to see in that column, you're going to see Mike Murphy's name with a little dot next to it. Underneath that, you're going to see a line right here. It's going to be blank. It's not going to have my name written in there. It's going to be a little blank line, and it's going to say write-in right underneath of it. You've got to fill in this little bubble next to that line. And then you're going to write Stephen Westerfield right there on the line. If you need to know how to spell it, do the best you can. Remember, Stephen is with a V. I don't like the PH, but remember Stephen's with a V. Westerfield, I'm probably going to have a lot of people write in Westfield. And that's okay because I'm going to get challenged. They're going to challenge the results if I win this thing. And I believe if they write Westfield, I can prove voter intent on that. So, I'm not worried about that. But when you see Mike Murphy's name, head west. Okay? Write in Stephen Westerfield. You see Mike Murphy, head west. Write in Stephen Westerfield on the line. Make sure you fill in that little bubble. Once you're done with your ballot, you're going to walk it over to the machine and you're going to slide it in. And it's going to do. If you leave any circles on your ballot blank, it's going to start beeping at you. There's going to be a little button on the right side of the tabulating machine that says cast your ballot or something like that. You can go ahead and push that and it'll send it through. Or you can ask the election judges, whoever's standing there. Generally, on election day, they've got somebody standing next to the tabulators. Up at the county building, they don't, which I understand why. But that's neither here nor there. So, tomorrow is the day. Other things that we can do to help. Share, share, share. I'm going to be putting out posts all day long. What if they write me in and don't fill in the bubble? That's two questions. So, what if they write me in and don't fill in the bubble? The vote doesn't count. Can the election judge fill in that bubble later? Absolutely not. Election judges cannot touch anything on a ballot whatsoever. They cannot even slide it into the tabulating machine for you. Once they hand it to you in your manila folder, it is yours. They are not allowed to touch that ballot again. Now, sometimes there's elderly people they'll assist, but that's what they have the folder for. The ballot sticks out of the top of the folder. They can hold the folder. They can stick it in there. And it's going to suck it in. Here's another question I've been asked a lot. Can they see who you voted for? No, they cannot. They do not keep track of who you voted for. But what they do keep track of is what kind of ballot you pull. Which I don't agree with that either. I don't agree that we should have to pull Republican or Democrat ballots. I believe in an open primary system. I believe all candidates should be on one ballot, and you go in and you pick what you want, just like the general election. I believe the primary should be the same way. Because, you might want to vote for a Democrat in a certain primary race. You might want to vote for a Republican in another. To each their own. It's their own cup of tea. And remember, the elections are about the people. Not about how the party can stack the deck to, their advantage. So, it's about the people. Again, tomorrow, you guys got to get out, vote, please. Go to my page, share my posts, let everybody know what I'm about, what I'm running for, what district I'm in. I know a lot of you guys aren't in my district. You guys might not even be in the same state, but you sharing that post might reach somebody that is in my state and is in my district. So it's very, very important that we get that message out. Share the posts. You can go to my website, StephenWesterfield.com. I've got my policies up on there. I've got my story. I've got my background story on there. I never really did get the website finished as far as I wanted, which it'll be a work in progress for the next time around. Regardless of where the cards fall tomorrow, this isn't the end. This is only the beginning of the revolution, I'm telling you. We're going to talk about the precinct project more. We're going to start getting more active bodies in the precincts. We'll talk about, do I need a majority to win? What do you mean a majority to win? Of course I need a majority to win. I don't know what you mean, Andy. If I don't have a majority, we have a tie, right? Are you asking if it's 50% plus one? Here's the thing. Yes, I have to get the most votes. Here's the thing, though. This is the only kicker. If I don't get the 500, if I don't get 500 write-ins, I won't be eligible because I have to get the number of write-ins that signatures were required. So if I don't get those 500 write-ins, then I lose anyway. It's game over. I can't go to the general, even if I had the most votes. But if I have the most votes, I'm going to have more than 500 write-ins. However, I could still get 498 write-ins, And it could be possible that Murphy's not a likable enough guy that people could vote for Mickey Mouse. You never know. It's kind of like a three-way primary having a write-in line there. Generally, when you have a write-in line, people really don't take it seriously. They don't really know what it's about. So tomorrow it's all over. No. Come on, Andy. You know me better than that. Nothing is all over with me. You know, Luigi, I don't know what percentage turnout's expected. It's hard to say. I mean, it's midterm elections. It's generally low turnout, but with the governor races that we have going on and the highly contested, you know, I hope and I pray that Republicans turn out tomorrow. And if they don't turn out for tomorrow and cast their ballots for Jeannie Ives, then whoever the Democrat nominee is going to be our next governor. And I say that very sadly because I cannot and will not vote for Bruce Rauner. When I say that I have washed my hands of the blood that his hands are stained with, the blood of the innocent children that his hands are stained with, I've washed my hands. It is he that wants them baptized, not me. I wash my hands. I cannot vote for Rauner. I will absolutely not vote for Bruce Rauner. If Jeannie Ives doesn't win tomorrow and Cash Jackson gets on the ballot, I will be casting a vote for Cash Jackson in the general election. So hear that, Libertarian Party. If Jeannie loses tomorrow, you better get your candidate on the ballot. You better get him on there, guys. You know, you might break your 5% if you do. So get out there, get those signatures, and get your candidate on the ballot. All right, man, I'm not going to ramble this morning. I've got a lot of stuff to do. We've got like 40,000 text messages we've got to send out right now. You don't have to vote for Ives, Andy. That's fine. I'm not asking you to vote for Ives. I'm just telling you what's going to happen if Ives doesn't win tomorrow. I will not be voting for Rauner in November. So, while some people may say, hold your nose and vote, blah, 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 I do, there's lines that I draw. And abortion is one of them. I've said it many, many, many times. I've been told to calm down with it a little bit, but here's what I'll say. Okay? Abortion is violence against children. There is no way that I can morally stand here and support violence against children. So there, I said it nice. What time is the concession speech? Will you go live? Yes, I will be live for a concession speech, or what I'm going to say, a victory speech. But, you know, Andy, O ye of little faith, it's always been a concession speech to you. So anyway, if you see Mike Murphy, head west, write in Stephen Westerfield. Remember, tomorrow's election day. Get out to the polls, pull a Republican ballot. You see Mike Murphy, head west, write in Stephen Westerfield. Will I endorse Murphy? No. No, Andy, no, I will not be endorsing Murphy tomorrow. I will not be endorsing Murphy. I will not stand up and endorse Murphy. Here's the thing. If they wanted my endorsement of Murphy, then they should have beat me fair and square. They shouldn't have hired an attorney to come down here and throw me off the ballot by a technicality. The Republican Party in Sangamon County is dead to me. Right? I was a member of that for long enough. I saw all I needed to see. The Republican Party in Illinois is dead to me. Until the dinosaurs go and we come up with a new way of thinking and a new way of doing things, I will not. And that goes for, you know what? That goes for all candidates down the board. If Rauner wins and he endorses all these candidates and all these candidates are taking his money, I'm not voting for him. So people need to really remember that. Your blood money, I'm not participating in your blood money. I'm not doing it. So remember that if you want my vote, like Erica Harold. Erica Harold is not getting my vote. Erica Harold will not get my vote, not one bit. Sorry, Erica, but guess what? You're taking blood money. It's not going to happen. So, alright guys, man, I'm getting out of here. Remember, tomorrow's election day. People over politics. Write in Stephen Westerfield when you see Mike Murphy's name. There's a line right underneath of it. Write it in. Tomorrow's election day. Get out there and vote. Love you guys. God bless. Talk to you tomorrow.